Boom, we're back. Saying LFC with your boy saying apologies for the late thing because mad thing. Shout out all the content creators that know the grind, they know the struggle. You know, like where everything's set up, everything's good to go, and then a madness happens, and I've got a decision to make. Do I deal with the madness now prior to going on stream, or am I gonna have to do the stream knowing the madness is going on and might have to just go and deal with it midstream and that? It's techie. It's very, very techie. So apologies on this Sunday morning. I hope everyone's good. I know we're not, because we're gonna come and vent. But no, love for everyone that's in here. I'm so sorry that I was late. Like I said, it was things beyond my doing, innit? But we're here, we're live, we're gonna talk, we're gonna chat. I got it was a bit mad. I don't know. Romz is having the same type of madness I'm having. So yeah, I had to draft in, and we got him in the back. Don't worry, we're gonna do that. Let me deal with this housekeeping real quickly before I bring my guy through. So yeah, love everyone. Like I said, apologies for the late thing. We're back. Saying LFC here. You know I had to do the review. So please hit that like button. For all of you that haven't already, please hit that like button. Let's get this out. Share this. Do you know what I mean? If you're on Twitter, share it out. Share out on your Instagram and that. Let's get people in here. Let's talk. Let's vibe. Do you know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Because we are on our way to 1,200 and we're like 40 subs away, I think, from 1,200. So let's do that, please. If you're enjoying the content, send through. We're going to be chatting in it, so I'm going to go through the comments as best I can. But if you got something pertinent to say, you want to support the channel, slap up the hit us with a super chat and we'll get that done. All right, with no more further ado, I got my dog in, I got my guy in. Do you know what I'm saying? Wagwan, my guy.
What's going on? Happy to be drafted in, you know. I feel like the sixth man. I feel like, you know what I
Hey,
mean?
come on, you know what it was? Yeah, I would have even.
Yeah, man.
I needed to vent with someone, but at the same time, I'm on a time schedule. Man, can't keep this too long. You know, everyone's there. It's like an hour or so I couldn't have too much, man. So I said, yo, me and Romz will go in, and then Romz had madness. I said, yeah, no worries. You're not the sixth man, but you're definitely there. Love. He's in here early as well. Love. Let's get through some of these early comments and that. KZ for days, my guy. We telling me I'm ready for this one. I need to vent because yesterday was what I expected. I told everyone what would happen a month ago and nobody listened. KZ, you hit me up in the comments as well. You're right, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you were right. I hear you. Mark K, welcome on, my guy. I see you in the fantasy league, brother. I see you. And we're going to talk about a little fantasy as well. Give it a little 5-10 minutes at the end of the show, innit? Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago Milner, Keita, Curtis Jones, Fabio Carvalho, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now you tell me what kind of player we are missing. Okay, so Fabinho and Henderson, I feel are the sixes. That of Thiago Milner, Keita, and Ox, that needs to be discussed. Do you know what I mean? You can't have four of roughly the same type of players in terms of fitness, like, do you know what I mean, keeping up your midfield roles. I go back to what my guy Ish said. Big up Ish, who held down the watch along for man. I was in and out and that, but Ish has said our midfield is bloated and inadequate all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And those four players are ones that make it bloated. It makes it seem like, oh, it's a bag of man, but really
100%.
It's a bit mad. 6-time winners. Big up Saint and Romz. Poor performance yesterday. The whole team looked like we were still in pre-season. If Klopp still says we don't need a midfielder, serious questions needs to be asked. We're going to ask them serious questions today. Don't you worry. We're asking them. Yeah, we got absolutely, bruv. Van Dijk just got pulled out of Mitrovic's pocket all last night, bruv, before he done the washing and that. Crazy.
We twist him up, you know. He made, bruv, the Cruyff he did on the half turn, yeah, on the halfway.
Oh my days! And then to some, you know, he done the Cruyff. It was so clear that he had so much space but no pace. You know when.
You know, after he had no pace, but listen, after dropping Henderson, you know, after he bullied Henderson, yeah, Henderson got back up. You know, he tried to do that aggressive track back, and he got sent with the Cruyff as well.
It just made him look worse, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's deeper, yeah. When you get done like that for a Vinicius Junior, remember when he done it on the side, gone, and he's off. You're like, oh, he's done me. When that man skills you, and then he's still just there.
Standing in the middle. He didn't move. You know, he didn't move. He didn't move from that area. He just zipped the pass across to what's his name? To that
That's the worst. That's the worst. You know when you're playing football with them man that used to ball back in the day, but they got the pot belly, like but they're tech. Do you get me? And they got no pace. And you're there looking all 6'5" and wham, and man's there just had a pint and he's taking you off, bruv. Like you're there and he's still not moving.
No agility.
No agility, bro.
I couldn't believe. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When I saw that, I was like, "That's my captain and that's my vice as well."
Fam, that's the one person that got subbed on to clean this mess up, and he's being had up. Like, imagine, crazy, not good enough. Not good enough. Big up man like Shigs each and every time. You know what? With a football thing, I like to freshen up the lineups and that. Shigs he's with me on the on the watch along. So catch me and Shigs on more watch alongs. He held it down for man. Him and Ish, man. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, go make sure that you're watching there on the ball. Bro, I want to be there with you, bro, because I know it's going to be techie, bro. You're going to be up against it. You know, the ones there, 18, 19 man in here, nice and early, even though we're late. Thank you ever so much. Please hit that like button. Please continue to hit that like button and share this out. We much appreciate it. Yeah, brother. Talk to him next time. Wagwan, man, ringing him. Man's, hey, bro, I'm so sorry this has happened. Wagwan, can you start it for me? I'll jump in. He's nowhere to be seen, bro. He's missing, bro. Missing.
He's watching the box and I guarantee he conked out, bro.
Yeah, he's finished. I know. That's exactly what happened. He's conked. I know it, bro. Missing like Thiago's hammies, bro. Done. Such the life, send your way in and subscribe if you're new people. Come on. Hey, the comments are going mad, like love. Did you not call this all summer, bro? We did, bro.
Big up Casey. He's been saying it in my comments as well. He's been saying it.
Nah, he has, and I like to big up man that put themselves out there, because I know that at that time, man, we're looking at man a bit mad. Can I just ask something? Yeah, where's all the man them that was talking about lifetime contract for Bobby Firmino?
What? Whoever said that, yeah, I swear.
Bro, a bag of man, bro. Juventus rattled man.
If anyone in this chat has said that, they need to pay you a fine right now, man.
Show yourselves, brother. Show yourselves. Juventus had our fan base rattled, man. So you should die here. Yeah? Scene. I got a tap for telling the truth, and everything I said came full circle in the first game. Embarrassing. We didn't have to wait. We didn't have to wait further down the line, bro. It just come like that. The grass is dry. The excuse is that, man. Oh, mate, stop it. Big up, Jerry. Yeah, come on, each and every time.
Appreciate it, man.
That's what I meant to say. Morning, bro. Now, come on, Shigs, man. I see. Shigs, I'm really gonna be there for you as well, because the corn you're gonna get tomorrow from the man them is not gonna even be nice, but they're gonna try and cook you. Off my ass off. Yes, Jerry. You can back me on this one. You know what I've been saying on your channel all summer. Now he has. He said it early. He said it early. He's got you. You got the FPL code saying, if so, put in the comments for me, bro. Say less. I'm going to do that right now. Let me just get through the last of these comments. I don't want them to bag up before we start actually chopping stuff up. We're 90 minutes into the new season already, chasing Man City. PS, I hate when Klopp smiles, laughs on the touchline when we're losing. I know it's outrageous. He looked stressed at one point. There's one point I wanted to throw my remote.
His jaw unhinges and he goes,
bruv, I'm like, why are you looking like a nitty right now? This is on you. There's no one that you bro, we'll get into it anyways. Those Klopp quotes, you know, bro, it's mad, man. It's mad. Yeah, I know that was a Klopp quote about the grass, bro. He's like, everyone's on me, you know. Everyone is on me for these quotes, bro. Oh my days. Everyone's on me, bro. Uncomfortable conversations need to be had about Klopp, and you can't run from it forever. I'm chasing everyone down the street. KZ wants, he's like Debo. Give me that. Hey, trust me, bro. He's fully this. My grandmama gave me this chain, though. Yeah. Come on, man. Relax. Okay, see.
Jump.
Trust you.
Coins in the
Oh
pocket.
my God, Mitrovic was Drogba region. Oh, true done.
Bro,
True
you
done.
could have bagged a hat trick, you know.
Do you remember what Drogba did to Carragher at one time when he spun off him, slapped
No,
it?
no, it is. When I saw that, all I remember when Hazard did that to Coquelin. When
Yes,
Coquelin was doing the spinneroo,
doing the spinneroo.
his leg ended up, I mean, up there, and his head was to the side. And
oh my days, crazy. All right, we get into the rest of these still as we get on, but Jerry, what was your expectations going into that game? Let's start that real quick. What was your thoughts going into that game?
Well, my expectations, because we're Liverpool, was to win the game comfortably. Like, that's where we should be, right? But what I thought was going to happen, and I said it, and everyone can check my pre-game predictions. I said it's going to be 2-1 Liverpool, and I said Mitrovic is going to score first, and the game is going to be more difficult than we think. And Romz and everyone else got onto me saying, nah. Come on, we're not a mid-table team. Jamie Phillips tried to come for me saying, nah, you're being too pessimistic. And look what happened.
I like the ownership in my chat. People on my channel, we take responsibility for the craziness that we do. Man like Can't Guard Me. I remember you was one of them, bro. Can't Guard Me was out here in force. Brother, they're mad. We're mad letting man go. He needs to stay here. He needs to, are you dumb, Bobby? So now, Can't Guard Me. Love you. I ain't gonna call you too much, but we need to chat about that, innit? And I know we need to chat about that. But yeah, sorry. Going back to what you're saying, Jerry. You had your.
I had my doubts already. I spoke about the fact that the signing of Painha at Fulham, very, very underrated.
And if you're looking now, you get it thugging on the sidelines. You're killing me, Chico. Don't kill me, bro. John is a goat, bro. Oh my days.
But yeah, man, like, yeah, I looked at it and I was like, I know Bobby's gonna play. I've seen Bobby play. He doesn't offer anything anymore. He hasn't got the legs to run up to press like he did. He hasn't got the running behind.
Wait, Jerry. Wait. We're gonna get there. Let's do this.
But anyway, that's about it. My preconceptions to the game.
Your preconceptions.
Yeah, I knew Mitrovic was gonna cause problems. I had a feeling that the signs of Painha, especially, was going to be a problem, and Pereira were going to be problems, because it's the first time he's going to go and have a free role. He had that at Lazio before he signed. At United, that's what made United want to keep him before they actually got rid of him. At Flamenco, he was doing bits as well. So I did think, you know what, he's going to be decent. Painha is the one that obviously we saw in the game. Obviously, we'll get into that, but he was a beast.
He was a beast, bruv. He was. Oh my gosh. All right. So for myself, and Bearman, were like, Romz with the 4-0 shouts and that. And I said as a joke, I was like, look at how they sheg us, yeah? And they absolutely just sheg every man's FPO and that. One thing I would say, yeah, is the intensity is a nonsense, bro. I'm sorry. Anyone who was surprised by the intensity of a newly promoted team who have been here before as well, so they know what to expect from the Premier League on a Saturday morning, nice sunny day at their home ground. Brother, what are we doing here? Like, I'm sorry, what are we doing here? Like, football isn't played on paper. Do you understand? Like, I said this from early. Like, these men are going to be up for it. I feel stupid even having to say that in a 2022, like, well, we've all watched football. We all know that the two most maddest days of the season are the first and the last days, because it's peak. Do you know them ones that man don't want to go down? Man have just come up. This is the first time that their fans in the season have been to their home ground in the Premier League. They're going to give bro, one thing they're going to do, they might get outclassed, they might get out-tech, but they're going to work. You know them ones there, the intensity levels are going to be high. So the way in which I knew this from start, said, yo, it's gonna be a hard one, you know. Like, I don't know if this is the one that we want to start off with, because of complacency. I didn't think too much about it because generally speaking, I thought Klopp ain't gonna have that. Like, you know, them ones there, like we know what we're gonna do. Now, I've said this on so many occasions that this is the hardest Premier League season because of the fact of what we need to achieve in terms of Man City. We need to stop that. This ain't a case of we can run them close and it is, we have to. He must know something I don't, because the way we're moving, I'm like, yo, you must know what I want. So how you, someone said it earlier, they were better than us from minute one. Like, I don't know. I think we probably maybe won maybe 2 or 3 second balls the whole game. Like, that's outrageous to me.
Yeah,
like you can't.
It felt like they were doing that Gengen press thing to us,
Bro.
Bobby couldn't get on the ball. Thiago's getting clamped at every second. Like, they were harrying our midfielders, and we're usually the ones that do that to your Cities, your all other teams. Do you know what I mean? So it was just mad to see, because lots of people just thought they'd go and sit back. They'd sit back. They'd let. Do you know what I mean? It's a free hit for them. It's the first game of the season. Of course, they're not just going to go and park the bus. Even Norwich. Even the games that we've had against Norwich and that, where Norwich just scored first or Pookie's caused a problem and stuff, they haven't just sat back. That happens. Do you know what I mean? In the middle of the season, when it's like, right, we need to get our points. Like,
bro, and someone said it. I think to be very honest with you, 20 man in here, please continue to hit that like button. I beg you, hit that like button. The what's it called? The us against newly promoted teams early on in the season is worrying. Did the same thing with Leeds. Did the same thing with Norwich. We come over that. Just remember the Leeds game. We just about did that.
Yeah.
Norwich again. They slapped it quickly. We got over that. I'm trying to think. Obviously Fulham now. There's just a general little. When you look at it, we're not dealing with these teams in the manner in which we should be dealing with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like later on in the season, we get our but. I'm starting to think it is a complacency thing. We are starting to believe our own hype. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going. Like, we're just gonna roll these man over, and that's stupid against them type of teams. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Klopp's even come out now, obviously we'll get into it, but in that thing he went and said their mentality wasn't good for the game. That's worrying to me, isn't it? That's worrying.
On you.
Season, yeah, that first game of the season, he's talking about mentality being wrong and attitude towards the game being wrong. That's unacceptable.
Like, that isn't you, bro. Like, rather, that's you. That's on you. The mentality that we're coming into a game, the mentality that we should start. I'm thinking, and am I an idiot for this? But I'm thinking we're gonna have the start that we had in 1920 because that's what's needed. We need to, you know, them ones there. We need to, when we go up to the World Cup, we've got space. Like, yo, whatever happens, do you know what I mean? We can maybe. We're already playing catch up. And let's be honest, this isn't the biggest thing in the world, yeah, because City start slow. City lost their first game last season and ended up winning the league. Like, it isn't, but at the same time, we're not City. We're not in the position that they're in. We don't have, do you see what I'm saying? Like, so that's why on one hand, I'm like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but on the other hand, it slightly is. You know what I mean? Like, it slightly is. Like, all right, so that's going into the game. Let's start with the lineups. What was your thought on the lineup when you saw it?
What I expected. Like, nothing. Like, what I expected from Klopp, what I expected from this club. Bobby was always going to play. Nunes was going to be on the bench. Obviously, Jota's injured, so it was going to be Diaz Salah up top. That midfield is our best midfield. So, you know.
Just like what Shig said, we got out hustled. That's the more annoying thing. Exactly that, bro. Like, exactly that. Like, really and truly, big up Saint, bro. You pissed Fulham out 40 and roughed you up. Yeah. I was fuming, bro. I was fuming. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's why I'm sitting here. Is like, it's the manner in which we got beat. It's not that they played better football than us and all any of that. It's the manner in which we actually got beat. It's shocking, bro. If I'm honest with you, it's shocking. Big up Jerry James though. Big up his tactical analysis show that I was watching, and I was laughing, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I was laughing, bro. These man, Jerry said, "Yo, what's your team going forward? These man are doing 2 pivot, 4-2-3-1." I'm just cackling, bro. I'm watching this thing like, I'm laughing because there's just everything they were saying. I was like, yeah, I see that. Oh, that could work, and that could. And then I'll remember, and I'll be like, fuck out of here, man. This ain't even. This ain't. You know what I'm saying? There, like it ain't even. Before I go on, I've just slapped the FPL code in. I can't remember. I think 6 times it was you that was asking. It's in the chat, man. So just slap that in still. And anyone else that wants to join, we've got a good 30 man in there. We're doing bits. Yeah, so jump in there. But yeah, the way that you man were so creative with the team, it made me feel quite upset, like, because I knew if we were putting money on it, I knew none of you man were walking away with that door. I knew that it was going to be the team in which we put up. Do you know them ones? And that's starting to worry me a little bit. Like, I'm like, oh mate, like none of the things in which you were saying were ludicrous. It was just funny because I knew it wouldn't happen. So you said that the team is pretty much what you expected, and I agree.
Yeah.
Can I just take this moment to stop and say what's going on with the midfield that we've got, with the inadequacies that we have? Why do you think he still presses forward with Hendo in the 8?
Because he don't trust them. Elliot, for how nice he looks on the eye, doesn't really offer anything more than Henderson. If you look at goals and assists, like on ratios, pretty much the same. Henderson probably a bit more, but he's better defensively. He's the skipper, so he's going to play. Naby Keita, digestive biscuit.
Can I ask something? Yeah, I agree with you in terms of output, goals and assists, but it's very evident, in our midfield that we lack creativity from the offset of moves. Just ball progression to get the ball into that final. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing that you can't say that they don't influence is that if you look at the goals, even, do you know what I mean? Carvalho had a hand in it, even on the Charity Shield. Carvalho, if you look at yesterday, Elliot, there was large parts of it where Elliot kind of fizzled, but when you needed him, he was amongst. So these are the type of things in which I'm saying is like, why not have, in a game like this, why not use that? Do you know what I mean? And have.
I hear that. I 100% hear that, and I do think. Yeah, like going forward, obviously he is better because it's more offensive. But the problem you've got then is that defensively we're poor. The difference is that Fulham kind of they were happy with the point. So they sit off and they're like, all right, go on, try get us. And it allows Elliot to bomb forward. If you start him off from the off, is Trent going to have that same cover? I mean, because look at the way they were attacking, I don't know. Like, if that was, when Henderson got spun like that, imagine by Mitrovic, imagine that was Elliot. Brother, Elliot would be injured. He'd be injured, isn't it? Like, let's not get it twisted. But yeah, like I hear that.
It's crazy because this midfield, it was mad. Hendo wasn't great, and then as soon as Fab came on and he played the 6, all of a sudden we had a little bit more oomph. And I think this is what people were like, well, we fucking told you, like, my man ain't good in the 8, he's not doing enough. Yeah, he's doing the cover, but we are so Brexit in that midfield. It's outrageous. I wanted to bring up this comment as well because Casey, for days, you killed me. Funny Pep Linda's been parading around his book entitled Intensity, but we had none. He must have put it all in the book. I can't be bothered. Nah, that's true, bro. Like, he's been doing a bag of talking, a bag of chatting and that, like talking for days, and we come out and play like that. Outrageous. So yeah, all right. So I mean, the game starts, innit? I mean, before we get into that, going back to the lineup, what's your thoughts on the lack of Nunes from the start?
So just to me, arguably Klopp's a shook head, isn't it? He shook to go and play the big money signing, thinking if he flops, what happens then? If the pressure gets to him, what happens then? But sorry, in my opinion, if he's supposed to be your main man, if he's, get essentially on, he ain't got the number 9 on his back, but he's the number 9 in our team, right? You play him, you play him. You don't stop. You play him until the wheels fall off, and then if he's poor, then you take him out the firing line. You saw it. Haaland went in the Community Shield, played straight away. Lukaku at Chelsea went and played straight away until he was poor. You do that with your main signing. Like, you don't go and keep him on the bench. I hear he's young, but clearly, if you've put this trust in him, you play him. Playing Bobby, you're shook because you're going back to what's comfortable. Do you get it? Like, Bobby for him is his comfort. I know what Bobby's going to give me. He's going to work hard and he's a great lad and all that type of stuff. Darwin's the outlier. He's the difference. He's different to what we've had before, and Klopp doesn't want to do it. So for me, it just suggests he's a bit shook. I would have started Nunes, but I knew Klopp would start Bobby, innit? We saw it in the Community Shield. I think the fact that Bobby started suggested everything to me. And in pre-season as well. Darwin always came off the bench with the young G's, with Carvalho and Elliott, innit?
Yeah.
So.
Even on, that's what pissed me off the most in the preseason was when he was on, he was with the young G's. I'm like, hold on a second, you're our main striker, and I know that you're putting a lot of onus on this Salah Nunes link up. Do you know what I mean? Salah Nunes Diaz link up, like that's going to be our most potent front three. Why are we not seeing it? Why are you leaving it to the training ground and you're not putting them in a position where they can actually start feeding off each other? You're putting Nunes up with Carvalho and Elliott and that. And I'm like, what's going on? It'll be fine if that's who you're looking to go forward, but you've got to try and build some type of camaraderie, some type of, do you know what I mean? Like, and it was a bit mad.
Got to be a link up. Yeah, there's got to be chemistry between them.
Casey for days, you are spitting today, bro. I know you are spitting today. Man says you must bring in new blood every window. We can't keep ignoring the windows as if we have the best squad in history. But this is what's pissing me off, though. This is a contradiction in terms, Casey, because this window, we clearly didn't have or act like we had the best squad in history. Like, we didn't. Anyone could see we didn't. And even Klopp never came out to be like, nah, we've got everything we need. If that was the case, he wouldn't have been making inquiries for Tchouaméni. He wouldn't have been saying, oh, we don't need, we're not going back into the midfield. Why are you saying midfield? Why are you saying midfield if no one's, do you know them ones there? It's like you got a big cocoa in your head and like, you're acting like nothing's there, but you're like, you know, like when you're like, oh yeah, but don't worry about that. It's just, why are you talking about it?
Don't touch it,
Yeah. I'm blessed. But can you take my picture from this side? What are you talking about? Why are you acting up? Like, no one said nothing. So you know exactly what's the inadequacies in our team. So then going back to what KZ said, why are you acting like everything's blessed? It don't make no sense. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, he does this all the time. He bigs up all the time, man. Yeah, come on, sis. So just don't beat me in it. Don't be doing up no triple captain and beat me. I'll be fuming. But nah. Jump in, everyone. Jump in, man. I personally, can I put devil's advocate? Is this on Bobby? Like, okay, because my thing, yeah, is I personally, I'm not on a flip-flop. I didn't put Nunes to start, yeah? I don't know if it's because I knew what Klopp was like, so I was just trying to thingy. But in my head, I was like, he's our main potent striker, yeah? He's our main potent force. And we need him to be firing. One thing that I think he's cold, and I just want his mind clear. I don't want him to have any type of pressure, anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Just go out and just do what you're doing. And I don't know, especially because of the lack of the game time he's had in the preseason with the real team, knowing that this is what we're going to do, to start him in the first game. And then what happens if we're 1-0 down? Do you know what I mean? And now it's like, well, it's all on you. Do you know what I mean? What if it don't click in the first 10 minutes? In my head, we've got more than in my head, bro. We ain't gonna be doing up intensity. Like, we're gonna match them and we're gonna overpower them. That with the ballers that we have, we should have a control over the game enough. So even if we're not winning, it just looks like it's a matter of time. So then when he comes on, he can just do what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a case of what he lacked or anything, or even what Bobby brought. It was more just preserving him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hear you. Him banging in the Charity Shield against City, not in the Charity Shield, that doesn't mean anything, but against City, and then regardless of starting or not, but banging, changing the game, you're good. You can go. Do you know them ones there? Now you can go. That's all it was. And also, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if we lose him? What if we get some dibby injury with no Jota? As opposed to starting Bobby because we feel like, listen, Bobby, go and do what you can do. Like, and then we'll bring in Nunes. It's a different beast when it's like, nah, Bobby, you are the guy now. Do you know them way there? For like, I don't care. For 3, 4, 1, like, it's a different prospect, in it. So that's why but I can't take away the fact that Bobby was fucking arse cheeks. So like, is that not more on him as opposed to Klopp? Like Bobby was fucking dead. Like, and in terms of things that I expect Bobby to be able to do, like just passing, just like, do you know?
I mean, look, it is on him because at the end of the day, he's the one that laces up his boots and gets on the field. Yeah, big up. But obviously, Klopp's the one that sees this in training. We've seen this. We're not saying this after like 5 performances on the bounce where he's been hard, where it's like raw, like he's been poor. But the fact that we've been talking about Bobby and even been entertaining the fact that maybe we should let him go to Juventus. Maybe if they put 5 mil on top, would you let him go and do something? The fact we're entertaining it is because he hasn't been good enough. So playing someone that hasn't been good enough, that's now on the manager.
That's true. That's very true.
If we see it, then Klopp should see it. And if you don't see it, you're blind to it because he's looking at something else.
Yeah, now you're right. You've just you put me in my place, and that's why when going back to earlier when Juventus come with the whole Bobby talk, I always said, again with Mane, I'm not really that upset that he's left, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it hurts because it's Mane, but the freshen up that I needed to see in the team, I'm not. It's the adequate replacement that we should have.
100%.
Or the setup. It's the same as, you know what I mean? And it's the same with Bobby. Like, I'm not really that we got to keep him, he's got to stay here. But because of the lack of replacement, it seemed ludicrous to even entertain letting him go without getting someone else or having someone, especially for the money that was being quoted. But not once did anyone hear me say, after this season, Bobby isn't surplus to requirements. No one said. No one has ever heard me say that, because unfortunately, I think he is. I don't think he's good enough, and you're right. If I think that about him, then how can I then put all of this onus on him to do the business kind of thing? But then again, it's on us. If we've got a man like Bobby, how can you have... My expectation of you, first game of the season, for a young 45 minutes, can't be that high, bro. Like, this is why I'm like, well, then why the fuck have we even got Bobby? Like, let's be honest. We should be able to have someone who can hold that mantle up. Because when I was saying that to you about Nunes, you were like, no, I get that. No, I totally actually understand where you're coming from. Then I put Bobby in there, and you're like, "Now get the fuck out of here." Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're cool with what I'm saying. If it was someone adequate to hold down the fort until Nunes comes in.
If that was Jota, I wouldn't have said anything.
So now I'm like, so then it seems like we're holding on to man. There should actually be no fucking space in the team for Bobby. Like, rather than us sitting there going to Juventus, like, you need to bring 5 mil, we should have actually been actively trying to be like, no, we need an adequate replacement. Like, the holes in our team are starting to be very poignant now.
I've said it before. Like, I know people are moving mad when I was like, 20 million euros for Bobby. How can we let him go, right? But I put it this way. If we let Bobby go for 20 million euros, are you trying to tell me we can't get a player that comes off the bench regularly for 20 million euros? He might not be a world-class player, and I'm not saying this player, but using it as an example. If you have a Adama Traore coming off the bench, it changes the dynamic because he offers something different. He's got mad pace. He's just rapid. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it does something different. If you've got a man that just, like Chicharito, that just gets bare goals, just trying to tell me you can't get a breader like that for 20 mil? Like, Bobby off the bench, but for Bobby to be at his best, he needs to play a regular amount of games. But what he offers right now, even though he could have good games, he doesn't offer anything to the team like substantial enough, in my opinion. If you see the difference between him and when Nunes comes on the field, it's completely different. Yeah. So off the bench, he's not an option. He's got to be like a starter. He's got to play a regular amount of games. But we've got Nunes, so we're going to play him. So off the bench, if he's not going to affect the game really, you can have a good game, but it will be like when Henderson comes off the bench, you're just going to keep it ticking, couple nice passes, couple flicks, and that's about it. He might get a goal here and there, but he's not going to change the dynamic of a game. You know how Diaz, when we have Mane and Diaz, when Diaz came off the bench, he could change the dynamic of a game. Bobby's not that type of player. So you got to get someone else to go and do that. You're better off just letting him go and getting your 20 mil for him now, because now we're going to wait to the end of the season, and it's like, he's just.
And you ain't getting nothing from at the end of the season. So if 20 mil wasn't good enough, then nothing came. Exactly. You know, that was there. Like, big facts, innit? Shout out 6 times saying that we got to move from 4-3-3, in my opinion, to 4-2-3-1 is the way forward. Bro, respectfully, you're late on this. We've been saying this. So I don't understand how this isn't the case. Like, how we don't know more than Klopp. I don't claim to. So how the hell he hasn't seen this? And with the attackers in which we have, it actually seems that we are more favoured for that. So I don't get it. But I'm not. You're not going to piss on my head and tell me it's raining. I never saw it in pre-season, so I'm not going to hold my breath for it. You know them ones that actually, this is a different formation. Like, don't make any sense. And like Ish said as well, big up Elliot, because when Elliot came on, it did seem to free Salah up. That's one thing it did.
I think it was Nunes as well, though, because think about it, because Bobby dropped so deep, right? Salah and Diaz have to come more central, which means that for Fulham it's easy. That Painha there, that Reed there, that Pereira, it's easy to eat them up there. We didn't use the width. As soon as Nunes came on, because Diaz occupies the centre spot, Salah and Diaz were wider, and that freed up the space for everyone else as well. But that should just be like common sense and some initiative by Salah and Diaz. If it's not working down the centre, just take your man on down the line. Why do you have to keep going down the centre and making this at to in run, like where there's bare man and you're just, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I hear you. Shout out Abdullah, man. Large up my brother Saint in the cut. Romz had to hold that L for all the gas he was giving the pagans against Palace. Nah, I know, bro. I know. Allow it, bro. And we got Palace next. Oh my!
We need to get Romz an Arsenal top, bro. The way he was.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. The way he was caping, bro. Man was caping, bro. Like he was. Yeah, it's mad. Noah says, same question for Jerry. Would you have started Nunes, Salah, Diaz, Firmino, because Fulham would set to be defensive merchants, which they are entitled? Games like this, you play your attackers. So what? As the 4? So
nah, because I don't think Bobby's good enough. I don't like. Yeah, I'd play that, but I'd maybe play Elliot there, play Carvalho there, try something different. But we haven't done it in pre-season, so it's never going to happen.
I said, Rosless, mad.
Shut up, bro.
Shut up, bro.
I was using some cream in it, and I just
man doing up the vice cartel and that, man. Doing up the cake soap and that. You know, the hairline's still the same. That's the thing. Hairline's still the same. It really could be a light of Romz, like mad thing. All right, so we get into the game and that. We'll go very quickly into the game and talking points, and then we'll get into player ratings. It was very, 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 very apparent very early that these men were here to not play no games, and it seemed like we were slightly off of the pace. I'm trying to think of the main real talking points in the first half. Early in the first half, it was mad because all of you that saw the watch along, I was doing up daddy daycare and having to. That's why Ish and Shigs had to start. So I was trying to get me look as much as I can. But remind me if there was any main. When was the start? And you thought, rotted. What going on here? Like what's going on?
It was Bobby. It was Bobby getting eaten. It was Bobby. It was Painha just flying in. Like it was Bobby just getting like draped stuck. It looked like, listen, he couldn't get a touch. Painha was all over him, like to the point that Bobby started dropping even deeper and deeper. There was one point he was like next to Fabinho, and Painha was on him, following him.
The one before he did that, before he started dropping deeper, he did let a nice little through ball to Diaz. And Oh, but then obviously it was offside. And I thought, we're gonna cook, like we're gonna, and then
that was because what it was is that Fulham started really well, and then we had that one bit of break, and then it was like Diaz scored, but it was offside. Do you remember? He cut inside on his right, and it was like, like they got away with one that. And I was thinking, all right, cool. Well, this is where Fulham start well, and we're now gonna score them in it, and then it's gonna, and then obviously it just didn't work out like that. We had that, and then after that, I know Diaz later on in actually that was in the second half, isn't it? That was in the second half, but yeah, I mean, that was it really. Like there was nothing really there. I know a couple set pieces. There was nothing really there. Really, it was just Fulham's intensity in their press. It was Reed just not allowing even Thiago to sniff. And I know one time Thiago rolled him, and it was looking a bit scary for Fulham because it was like, ooh. But Thiago overhit the pass then. But it wasn't looking good. Our passing weren't great.
Our second balls, our chasing down the balls was shocking, bro. Like they was just all over us, bro. Matip had a shocking game, bro.
Yeah, Matip had that one in that first half, had that one mazy run in it when he ran through. When he ran through, and then obviously it made the midfielders of Fulham make a decision because they were obviously holding their position, and they're like, Matip's drawing in now. We can't let him keep creeping. Do we step out to him? So they try to step out, and he slid Salah in, and then Salah obviously tried to play it back to Matip, but it was cleared out, and Matip was like the furthest man up at that point. But
And then what they tried to do then was stop stepping out and close ranks. So when he had the ball and he was coming, they would stop stepping out and they would just, do you know what I mean? They'll just be tighter. And that's what happened in their goal. Do you get what I mean? He come in, no one stepped to him, so he tried to play the through pass. They yammed it, and boom. And look at where he is. And then, do you know what I mean? And it flopped. So I low key his fault in that one still. Yeah. And then you know when it was, when they slapped the post. What was it, my man? What's his name? He slapped the inside of the post. I said, "Oh my God, these men are on us, bro! Like it's coming." Yeah, I said, "Lord, we just did not look good, bro. Like we did, bro." Hendo was just, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's that clipped ball, bro. Like, and I know people are saying to me, but he nearly hit the post and he could have nearly ended it. I'm not even too sure if that was a shot or if that was a cross, bro. That's how bad it is, bro. That's how often that thing comes. It's pissing me off. One thing I would say about Hendo though, in all, going back to that right hand side, he was doing some good work in terms of like tracking and trying to give Trent that space. But Trent weren't even overlapping. Trent was just like, yeah, fuck it.
Trent never overlaps. I've said that. Trent don't overlap. Trent ends up, he's in the centre. So it's easy. The fullbacks, think about it. That Anthony Robinson, all he had to do was just mark Salah out the game, which he did until Salah moved central. Until Salah moved central with Nunes for that goal, Salah didn't do anything. I know he assisted for that Nunes thing, but it's only when Nunes came on. Before that, Anthony he done well. He had a good game. Like Robinson, he had a good game, man. So
now, one thing I would say about this, KZ, and a couple other men have said this as well, that it's got to be Klopp's fault. It's got to be FSG's fault and not Klopp. And I don't really believe FSG have money, because there's no way someone in the club is watching this and not overruling him. You got to understand how the nature of football works, bro. Football is a business. Do you understand? Football is a business. And the way in which we're run, I personally don't think that there's anything that Klopp's doing that FSG aren't happy with. Ran as they are, we don't need to win the Premier League. We don't need to win the Champions League in order for you to turn a profit, in order for you to live well, have mad profit, and which is what they've got. All you need to do is currently what we're doing is be there or there amongst, be second, be in the Champions League final. Bro, if we had another 6 years of coming second and being in the Champions League final, I don't think anyone in FSG is going to say anything. I don't think anyone's going to be like, because ultimately our club's going to be ran well. It's going to be turning a profit. It's going to be doing, and that's what they're in. Like, it's very few, seldom, maybe none. I don't know any owners, bar maybe Roman Abramovich, who's like, this is my baby. Like, this is that I want to move forward. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's in it for, do you know what I mean, to make money. That's what it is. It's on the manager. Do you understand? It's on the manager to actually push forward, to say, nah, listen, this is what we do, and this is what. So I don't think now with what I've said, the way in which we're run, FSG ain't going to Klopp like, yo, you sure have this? Like, we'll put our hands in our pot. Like, it's cool, you know. Like, Klopp is the one that's got to go to them, man, and be like, bro, like, look at what we're doing. I need this in order to get to here. And I don't think that's coming from Klopp. I don't blame FSG, because FSG are doing what owners are supposed to do. Like,
FSG, we can't keep that. And shout out to Cal from Coppish as well, because he's on this train as well. Like, Klopp is. We have to start believing what Klopp's saying out of his mouth, because we keep trying to go and make excuses, and we're like that kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, or we're like that brother, that keeps trying to move to this thing, and the thing's telling you, I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
I said this.
I'm not 100%. But look,
fucking said this.
But listen, I'm not. We're like the thing, and we're moving to a girl, and the girl's like, "I'm not interested. I'm not interested. You're dead. You're dead. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. You idiot. Get out of my face. You fucking idiot. I hate you."
Don't mean that. You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
She's only saying that because she actually means that she wants me to try more.
No, she don't mean that. She's just saying that, but I know. I can see in her eyes. She don't mean that. That's not what she means.
I'm going to keep moving to it. That's what we're doing. We're lying to ourselves. Like, we got to start believing what the horse is saying. Like, the shit coming out the horse's mouth. We got to just take it. He's saying we're not signing him midfielder. Just listen to him. He's telling you. Wow, Morton in EA. Believe him. There's not. We can't keep saying our FSG are doing this and he's covering for FSG. No, he's not. Because
Man said, we need a midfielder, Klopp. Man said, yeah. Watch, rabbit out the hat shit. Watch this. We don't need a midfielder. Watch. Buy a Titch. Boom.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah,
there
boom.
you go.
There
You get me? That'll keep that cool. Like, I told you, we got this. Like, nah, you're right, bro. You're 100% right. And
like,
this is all I'm saying.
Even when they asked him about this, when he spoke about the signings after the game, the interesting thing, he was like, the transfer's got to make sense for the short term as well as the long term, right? Well, it makes sense for the short term and the long term if you feel like we're going to get this player in and he's going to be our main midfielder. So you grab in whoever, any name you want to pick out. He's going to be one of our starting midfielders. He's going to put Hendo to the bench, right? But he's saying it's not going to make sense for the long term. So clearly he feels, no, you know what? Bayetic, Jones, Keita, maybe even Ox, they're all going to be fit and they're all going to make sense for the long term. So in the 2 seasons, 3 seasons, we're still going to see these players. That's why he's saying it. That's why he's saying it, because it makes sense for the short term because we ain't got midfielders. But if it don't make sense for the long term, clearly he's backing the midfielders.
But this is what I don't understand. Yeah, we ain't got midfielders. You know we ain't got midfielders. Stevie Wonder been telling you we ain't got midfielders. From what I can see on the pitch, brother, we ain't got midfielders. Yeah, you know this. You say that we're fine. You know that we're chasing down City, but then you have the audacity to be like, I am happy for the punishment we got with losing 2 points, if you want. I know you can see that differently. Fulham might say that, well, they lost 2 points, but that's how football is. We all can see it our way. But again, the most positive thing is the result, which is a draw. And you're happy with us losing 2 points because it ultimately, I don't get it. It ultimately came from the lack of midfield in which you had, but you're happy with that. So make some fucking sense, rude boy. You're not making any sense. You're not making any sense. Like, no, I'm mad happy with the midfield in which we got. We should have done better. Like, it's a shame. Cool, we dropped 2 points. But you're saying, no, I'm happy with the team. It's cool. We're going into the season. Ultimately, we lost 2 points. You're not giving any indication as to why we lost those 2 points, but I'm happy with the result. What? Like, bro, it's crazy. Klopp. This is what I'm trying to say, yeah, is Klopp's a good manager, yeah, but unfortunately, I don't think he realised the job in which he was coming into. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, and with all due respect, we're not Mainz and we're definitely not Dortmund. Like, we're a sleeping giant. Like, and I feel like he didn't realise the work that would be needed in order to carry on keeping this giant awake once you poked the bear. Do you know them ones there? Like, I think he thought, yo, I'll get them to that place. And because they hadn't had that place for so long, I can keep them there or there amongst them. We're cool.
But
no, big man.
But do it is that I fully agree, yeah? I fully agree. But the maddest thing is that there's a disparity between, like, there's certain fans and there's us. Because we're saying that's not good enough. But the reason why Klopp can keep talking about, well, if you're not happy and you're not supporting Henderson, this, that, then I don't know what type of fan you are, and all this type of stuff, is because there's a massive demographic of fans that are happy with the journey. Because for 35 years of nothing and having nothing, they finally got somewhere where they're just having a better ride than they had before. Do you know what I mean? Their experience with Liverpool is calm because all they've been battling is Everton and that. They're always above Everton, so they're calm, especially the ones up Liverpool. And shout out to the people that are not like that. But for us Londoners and people around the world, we have a different experience with Liverpool because we're chatting to Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, United fans. We're experiencing their success. Like when we grew up, we experienced Arsenal success when we didn't have it. Liverpool didn't have to experience it because they're within Liverpool. There's many fans that just were blind to it, right? So now for 35 years, you're at a place where you've never been. Like us fans, we've never been there, right? For them, it's like they don't want to let that go. So it's like just enjoy it. It doesn't matter. Don't push it. Don't push it. Don't push anymore. It's fine. We're competing. It's all right. Like we're good enough. We're good enough. Like instead of thinking how can we go and get better, do you know what it is? I said the analogy on my show. Yeah, we're like the girl that's been battered by man them all her life, innit? All her life, her boyfriend's been trash, her baby dad was slapping her up, spitting on her, all of that type of stuff, yeah? All the madness. And then one brother came and he abuses her, but he don't slap her up, he don't draw blood this time. Yeah. So at least you don't draw blood though. So what we say now is that, We come second, and it's like, oh yeah, I mean, we would have got second. We would have come first if it weren't for Pep, but it's all right. We can start again. We can go again next year. And then we keep doing that until it gets really, really bad. And then we turn around, we're like, shit, it's been 10 years and we've only won one league. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, because when Klopp's gone, where's this league going to come from, bro? When Klopp goes, where is this league going to come from?
Thank you.
Who's going to come in and get us the league?
And get the league. Exactly. And this is why I've said, shout out, I've just gone past the comment, but like a lot of man, and the veil is coming over Klopp slightly, because a lot of man are like, yo, this guy isn't what I thought he was. And this is what my thing is I think he's good enough. It's just mentality. Like, I don't think there's a better man to get us to where we want to be than Klopp. I just feel like he needs to change his mentality, and he needs to put himself in an uncomfortable place, a place he's never been in before. That's why, because Klopp has never been in a place where he's like, I want to dominate. He's never had to. But unfortunately, he's at a club now where that's kind of the expectation from a large part of the fans, not all, as you yourself has said, because that's what we know. You know, them ones there. That's actually what we know.
We were never competing before. So the fact that we're even competing is like, oh my God, how could, like, if Leicester were competing and we're getting top 4 and we're challenging for top 4 in the league, their manager will be heralded as a GOAT. I know Ranieri, but it'll be like, rah, he's doing a madness. He's doing a madness, because it's like they're not expected to do that. And a lot of expectation from Liverpool fans is, oh my God, this. And I agree. This is arguably the best Liverpool team I've ever seen. But it doesn't. I don't want to go and sit here and be like, this is the best it's ever going to get. You know, enjoy this.
100%. Nah. Never that.
Dead. I want to see us get better. If you look at the best teams in the world, if you look at Real Madrid, they've all had that. Do you know what I mean? We go and talk about, City are better than us and they've got so much money. It's unprecedented. It's difficult to compete against. Real Madrid could say the same thing about Barca back then. They had Messi, they had flipping Barca that were winning all the leagues and stuff. They still went and were winning the Champions League consistently. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal had United to compete against. How could we deal with such a massive, do you know what I mean, establishment in United that have been dominant for so many years? Chelsea had the same thing. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys. Like, shout out Ash as well, man. Shout out Ash for that, man. Super chat. Big up.
Yeah, trust me. Boo Rider, this is so true. We're told we've got a record transfer, but that's not backing us if you're breaking even. Exactly that, 100%. Before I got, I told you be here, man. Don't like doing false advertising. So before I bring up my man, before we start doing the player ratings and that, let me get into the super. Actually, I'll bring him in now. He's looking worse for wear. Allow him in it, like just you know what I mean. Allow him, like, but you can call him, but allow him. Man, like the general. What are you telling me, brother? You look like you. Yay.
Listen. This, first of all, apologies to you, Saint. Apologies to you, Jerry. Jerry, your trim looks sharp, man, bro.
Shut up, man. Hey, brother, what's going on? Get out of here, man.
How can I wake up? I see a missed call from Saint. I've seen bare messages, and I see you two gone live. I've gone, fuck. Sorry, I was watching a boxing. I was up till like 6.
What did I say?
Did it?
What did I say?
That's literally what you said, bro.
Sorry, bro. I look a mess.
Bro, this is how I know you're a madman, yeah? Because you're on Twitter earlier than man. Like, how have you watched the boxing and you're on Twitter?
But I've done PM instead of AM. The typical mistake, bro. Like, sorry, man. Sorry, everyone.
This is what goes on. This is what goes on. You can see, but we're live. Guna Lee's back in the place, yeah, acting wild, yeah. All right, say that.
I know you've been calling, innit?
Lee himself was telling the Arsenal fans to calm down. I saw that AFT snippet, like I snore it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I know now he's trying to do. I know.
He's trying to troll. This is what I'm saying. This is him.
Do that, bro. Don't do that.
Man.
Big up everyone that's inside. We've got nearly 40 man inside the place. We have actually got a good ratio for likes, about 37 likes in here. So please just keep on hitting that like button, man. Much appreciated. Big up my cousin, man. Big up Caesar. We telling me after the super chat, Donny. Jude Bellingham is needed in your team. Surely Klopp should be fighting for a top midfielder at the club if that secures a title, bro. But you're saying this, and it's after the first game. We have been saying this from the first day of pre-season. Like, we've been saying this. Like, if you know that that's what's short in order to secure the title, then why are you putting all your eggs in a Jude Bellingham basket for next year? That don't make no sense. I'm going to school and I've got a man that's going to tump me up. Monday morning, man's going to tump me up. But man's in the gym I'm in the gym doing fitness results. That's going to get man results next year. Hey, brother, wait till you see man next summer. I'm going to look wham. And Man's gonna tuck me in on Monday. I don't understand. Like, it don't make any sense, bro. Like, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Like, Klopp really doing his best Wenger impression. Gonna leave.
No, but this, I was gonna say that as well. You see, Arsenal in the same situation, yeah. The difference is obviously Wenger had that dominance for a period where they win a couple league titles and stuff within a certain amount of years. But what happens is that they get top four, and there the fans are calm with it. And then what happens is they start to get a bit frustrated, but it's like, hold on, you were winning all of this, and what's going on here? And then what happens? Yeah, they end up hating Wenger. I know bare Arsenal man that hate Wenger. You heard about the way they speak about Wenger. The way they speak about Wenger is like he's an animal. And imagine, that's scary. Imagine
the way they speak about him is like as if he's never done anything for them. And that's
it's mad. Imagine Klopp gets to that situation where we're looking at Klopp and we start to hate him,
bro. But imagine, yeah, I'm not even close to hating him, yeah. But I'm not going to lie. If you had told me after the first 2 seasons that, brother, 2022-2023 season, yeah, not only you, but a lot of your chat are gonna be like, this guy is on crack, like he needs to sort himself out. I would have said, yo, what are you talking about, bro? I'd never thought that I would start to feel how I'm feeling. And again, this is not Klopp out. This is not, but you gotta remember, like, bro, like Klopp's still my dad, bro. He's still daddy, innit? But I used to think that this guy was, there's nothing you could say about him. I used to come in spaces like, bro. Now I'm like, brother, if you don't, I've already said, yeah, if I'm gonna put all my faith in him, yeah, because you're dad, innit? And you know more than me. But I will turn into the Jolly Green Giant if and when we do not get any of the, bro, the corner I'm gonna fling your way, it's gonna be on. And I never thought that I'd be in a position to even do that. So I think that now, if I'm being honest with you, I actually don't think it's far-fetched that if he don't fix up, a lot of us are gonna be looking at him like, big man, the fuck are you doing?
You know what, saying you two have probably alluded to, obviously I've not just started this stream, but you've probably already spoke out the midfield situation. And there's a saying, yeah, failure to prepare is to prepare to fail. If he's so naive and he doesn't dip in and actually go for, and I think we alluded to in our group chat, right now it's not even about the big name now. We just kind of need someone in. If he doesn't do that, he's basically saying to our fan base, I don't care about doing well this year. He's basically saying that to us.
Listen. This is. I got this quote, yeah, from. I'll chat to you about it, but I call him the Godfather, innit? Yeah. I spoke to him about the game. Listen, and this is what he said. Yeah, quick one. He spoke about obviously VVD, all of that, and then he said, "Look, I agree 100% regarding the new midfielder, but the players that we want aren't available at the moment. I think the aim from the top this season is to just stay top 4, then spend heavy next summer." That's what it sounds like. That's
exactly what you're saying. I'm like, no, that's exactly what it seems like. And I knew that was the case, bro. But that juxtaposition feeling of no, like if we had, bro, and the thing is, yeah, it's all perspective. Because I don't know how you man feel, but I really wouldn't give a shit if that's what they wanted to do this season. Provided that we had the Champions League last. I honestly wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, say man, cool. I'm not. It's not what I want. But all right, saying that, cool. I just go and like, do you know what I mean? From the fact that we didn't pick up anything other than that domestic double, and these men are on the verge of free-peating, this is not the season to be doing that shit. This ain't the season to be, because what if we let them free-peat this season, we go and spend heavy next season, and they still fucking beat us? Then what? Look at you lot's face. It's like I shat in your cake. You look at you, like you're like, your stomach's turning, bro.
No, but hold on. But if they do a free-peat,
United done that 4 years in a row, innit?
No. But I'm saying if they do a free-peat, like Haaland's gonna have a season under his belt.
Do you understand?
Probably gonna bring in a couple new players, so they're gonna probably win it next year.
This is they don't. Jerry, they don't need this Premier League, bro. They don't need this Premier League. They don't need it. No one in the world is ever going to have anything to say if Man City come third this season. They just fucking done they just done back to back. They don't need it. They could take a season off. They could chill. They could say, you know what? We're going all out for the Champions League. I don't give a fuck about the Premier League. In a season that they don't need it, they get Phillips on the bench. They draw for Haaland. They draw for Alvarez. They draw for... Like, are you taking a fucking piss, bruv? So you think that they're going to sit around, let us spend big and just allow it? Bro, they'll do probably more than what us... We'll have this season of spending big, and then we'll look across and think, but they actually did as much.
Mark my words.
Like,
If that Bellingham deal don't get done, yeah, like even now for next season, like we did with Keita, like we did with a couple other signings, yeah, like Konate and that, I'm telling you now, Bellingham is more likely, like if I had to do a ratio, it's probably like 70-30, he's going to City. And I'm telling you now, 100%. City will go and grab him. City will go and grab him.
I think that's when people will go mad. I think if he does that and we don't, and I think it will be KO.
You'll start seeing a mad divide.
It'll be KO. It'll be KO.
You'll see more like negativity.
It'll be KO, and I'm not talking about getting knocked out, Rude Boy. I'm telling you, it'll be KO, Rude Boy. I'm telling you, fam.
You know what's mad?
Top Reds will go nuts.
Jerry makes a good point. It's not like he'll go to Madrid or anything. He wants to come home, so he's thinking, yeah, Liverpool aren't serious. Let me go to your ops. It'll be crazy.
No, but I'm never gonna think about that. Like what people don't understand, yeah, is the reason why I think this Bellingham deal won't get done is because Bellingham's young, right? Liverpool aren't going to go and give a 21, 22-year-old 250 a week because it means that by the time he's 28, they're going to have to give him five bags, 500,000, like half a mil. They're going to have to give half a mil. So Liverpool are never going to go and do that. The players that they get at 22, 23, 24, look at Nunes on 75, 65, 70, because there's space to grow. There's space to grow. They're not going to give Bellingham 250, 300 a week and put him in the upper echelon bracket.
The echelon of, they're not.
No, they're not.
Phoenix, you smashed this, Phoenix smashed this. Loser mentality amongst some fans. You can tell when people aren't used to having nice things. They'll take anything. Brother, Phoenix.
What a comment.
What a comment. You smashed it, Phoenix. Honestly. What a comment.
You know the only thing that gives me slight confidence? This is if we're actually believing in what he said. You know when he had that interview, I don't know if you've seen it like a week ago, where he's basically speak about money isn't anything to him. He'll rather create memories for...
Yeah.
Hopefully, if he's actually genuine with that and believes that, money shouldn't be an issue. I'm not saying he's 100%.
No, but think about it. Klopp also went and said that the happiest time he's had, one of the happiest times he's had as a manager, is the parade that happened last season after losing the Champions League. And it made him realize that winning isn't everything. I've heard him say this.
This is, I've heard this, and we've got the wrong manager, and this was pissing me off.
Like that if you're at Tottenham or something.
No, come on, brother. It's mad. Even Tottenham will look at you mad because they think, we kind of want to win stuff. Like, you know that one's there, there isn't a space.
What the hell?
Unfortunately, and it's unfortunate because of Man City, Newcastle, all the money, Chelsea. But unfortunately, there isn't space for that sentiment in the game now. It is unfortunate. There isn't space for that sentiment in the game now. You need to be winning stuff. Big up yourself, Ash. Let me just get into the super chat. We need to get into these player ratings, man.
Yeah, we need to.
Big up yourself, Ash, man. Love. MVP of the day. Massive super chat. Thank you so much for that. And anyone else that please. But Ash, big up yourself. Thank you so much, bro. Rival fans really don't get why we're fuming because none of these fools, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, etc., none have had to deal with this fucking monster City. We're fuming because you need perfection to deal with this, brother. That's exactly it. I mean, to be very honest with you, I'm not sure about Chelsea and Arsenal because they had that monster United at the time when they were a monster. Do you know them ones there? Do you know how Chelsea, more Chelsea than Arsenal? Do you know how Chelsea did it? They went and spent sufficiently, bro. That's what happened. They went and said, yeah.
United can pull up any player, and even now, even at their worst, they're still linked to people like De Jong. When Liverpool were at their worst, we were getting the flipping Voronin.
This is what pisses me off. Yeah, through this whole saga. Why the fuck ain't we linked with De Jong?
Right. Someone said it, innit?
Through this whole saga.
I'm so affected. I'm so brainwashed. I don't even think that's an option.
You didn't exactly. Do you see what I'm saying?
It's like what?
We're out here crying for a box-to-box, someone who could actually progress the dude. bro.
I think it was you that said yesterday in the chat that we should be all over him. And I said, we'll see 80 million and leg it. Word to Jerry, that doesn't even come in my thinking because I just know it won't happen. It didn't even come up as an option.
I'm here thinking of Maddison and Ward-Prowse, and I'm like, Neves, and I was like, oh, maybe.
Do you know what these men have done? Do you know what these men have done?
Maybe Sandberg from Sheffield can do a decent job. You can play.
Do you know what these men have done? Yeah, these men have said, I said, Dad, I'm starving. I'm so hungry. And man has shown me the Hakkasan menu. Brother, that's what we're getting tomorrow, big man. Saying nothing. But Dad, what we doing today though? Because man's fucking hungry out here, bruv. You know, like that. Man, come back, yo. But look at the menu though. Look at what you're getting tomorrow. Yeah, it's
what are we getting today?
The truffle butter and all of them things there, like you know, like that, like the what's it called, the golden fish, and yeah, no, that sounds bad, you know. But real talk though, what we eating today, brother? There's a young hamburger there, you know. Man could draw for that. Nah, hey, these men are wild, you know. Wild, bro. Wild. All right, listen. Let me just see if there's any more super chats. Love everyone that's in here. Love everyone that's showing love. The chat is brazy. Let's get into these player ratings, man. Let's get into these player ratings because a couple man have been saying we need to talk about this man, we need to talk about that man, and I've skipped over it because I knew we are going to talk about them in the player ratings, and I was waiting for Sleepy McSleeperson to come and join us as well. So yeah, come on.
Sorry again, man.
There's seriously, this is how you know that I back myself in it. Do you know them ones there? Because this stream there's way too much hairline going on like that for me to be follically challenged and taking charge like this, you know, like that. But it is what it is, man. I got love from the people's them. All right, cool. Allison, boom, player ratings. Let's go. Allison, what we saying? And the chat, help us out as well. Still, help us out. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you're saying.
Before we go, can I ask you two this question here? Am I harsh in saying that you should have done better in the penalty?
No.
It's a penalty for me, isn't it? I hear that.
It's a penalty,
man. And he could have saved it, but bruv, the penalty for me is like, when I see a penalty.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, am I harsh in saying he should have?
I think so because it's like it's a Garrow goal, isn't it? Like if I see penalty, I expect we're going to concede now. If the keeper makes a save, I'm like, oh my god, he saved it.
But with context,
penalty.
But just before I say it, I don't think he did much wrong yesterday. But with context, he dived the right way, and I think he actually timed the dive quite good. So maybe
he's not good at penalties. He's not good at penalties either. Like he's not great at penalties. That's so it's true. Not like you know them ones. It would have been a bonus. Like I knew it was a goal for when he got the pen. Like pretty much what Jerry's saying. So I would have probably what I'll say is I won't give him any less for not saving it, but I would have given him more if he had saved it. Yeah. You know them ones there.
6 for me, man.
So I was gonna say I mean. It's hard because we drew the game and all that. I'm trying to look at what he actually did in terms of like if he was at fault for anything. I can't really think of much, to be fair. Like I would probably say a 6.5. I think it's just because do you know them ones there? Like
for me, the first goal was nothing to do. It's near post. It's powerful. I think it's harsh. Some fans said he should have done better, but I don't think you can pin that to him at all.
Yeah, but I think as a collective...
Even KZ saying that, to be fair. Big up KZ saying should have done better on the first goal. I don't know. I think it's...
I don't know, man.
All right. I was going to give him 6.5. I'm happy with a 6. 6 works? KZ says 6. 6? All right, cool. Let's start with Robbo.
5.
Yeah. Cabana was cooking him that first 20. I can't get out of my head.
How is he allowing him to just
play, you know?
And bro, what he is still, and what do we always grill him about? Him and Cater's technique, bro.
Shooting,
You see that moment, yeah?
Ash, that's what I thought.
Where he crossed it, where he smashed it across.
I shouted, Jay, because you know what it is, yeah? He needed to just look up. I know sometimes you smash it across goal, but he didn't have to there. If he literally just he's done it before. If he literally just curled it or bent it with a bit less pace, Diaz or Salah tapped that in.
100%.
Bro, you know one thing that Marquez is bang on as well, and I was actually going to say this, he's literally taken it out of my head. Robbo's becoming what Trent was. Remember when Trent used to just let the crosses come? Yeah. Like it's cool, they'll get dealt with. Now Robbo is doing it. Robbo did it in the Champions League final. We didn't let it go, but he obviously, do you know what I mean? He's just not he's not tracking the man like we should do.
I used to see bare times where he's going to track the man all the way to the byline and snuffed out.
Trust
or when
me.
the cross comes in, he blocks it and it goes out for a corner or for a throw in or whatever. You're right. You're 100% right.
He's really not. He's really not, bro.
We kind of have to give Hussam his credit, because remember when he first brought this up a couple of weeks ago and people were grilling him.
Tsimikas.
No, Robbo.
No, but saying that he thinks that Tsimikas should start the season.
Yeah. And how Robbo, I'm not going to agree he's on a decline, but there's a conversation to be had. Like, this form has been a bit higgy for a couple months now. But yeah, I'm with Jerry. I think at 5.
No, I think KZ's right as well. To be fair, there is a convo to be had about Robbo. You can't run forever.
KZ.
And if Costas gets a run, he will take this one. I think that's another thing that's pissing us off with Klopp.
Settings.
You know the ones there, like it's true though, bro. Bro, come on, man. Man's yammed off all the chocolates, bro. It's mad. Like it's like you can't keep on, and that's the thing. Is like is a difference when you don't. Back in the day when we were like, oh man, if only we had, like we can't keep on expecting. Now it's frustrating because we actually have. Do you know them ones there? We have adequate cover and man are getting frustrated because they're like, yo, what the flip is going on? Like we wanted this for so long. We have him and then we're still doing up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's outrageous. But yeah, well, 5.5. What do we say for Robbo?
That's a 5.
Yeah.
You both said 5. All right.
Yeah.
I got. Yeah, we're gonna do what's it called? We got 3 man in it, so majority wins. So 5. VVD
3. Worst performance I've seen from him. Let's be honest.
I think so. No, it really was. Is there a conversation to be had about VVD in terms of the type of strikers that cause them problems?
100%.
Nunes, Mitrovic, big burly strikers that really stick on man, put it to man. He doesn't seem to be able to cope well with them, you know.
Like, I'm going to say something as well that's a bit mad. You see, aerially, yeah. One thing I clocked about Verge, obviously he gets to the headers because he's bigger than everyone else, right? But it's not when the ball's coming. He don't go and like head it to, and I expect that in elite football. You know, when the ball's coming in, I don't see him drop it down to Robbo and stuff. Sometimes when he's heading it, he just heads it back like
nowhere.
He heads it anywhere, like obviously back where it came from, but he heads it anywhere, and then
it'll be the start of their attack. And
Pereira will get on the ball, and now he's running at them, and Mitrovic is spinning up him. And it's like,
to what Saint said, uncomfortable conversations. Enough times he's headed it, and it started off an attack like for the opposition. It's crazy.
Like obviously, still done a couple like decent like long pass sprays and stuff, but
bro, 100% as well. Yeah, stop believing your own source, Casey. You're killing it with the comments today. You know. Big man, show some heart. I know you're silky with it. I know you're real, but come on now. Like, you know, like take it out of neutral and actually put it in first gear. Like, I feel sometimes he's like, I'm too cool for school. You know, them way then it's like, now, brother, like actually like, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, 4, way too relaxed. He's playing within himself too much. Yeah, I agree. I'd say 4. But
5's average, innit?
Yeah, 5's average, and he was below average for me. And obviously, it's in regarding to him. His 4 is probably a Sir Man's 3 in it. So, Matip, I think he is
4 or 5, bruv.
I'll give him less than 5. I give him. I was contemplating giving him less than Verge.
What?
Less?
Yeah, man.
But you think he was worse than Verge?
Yeah,
worse than Verge, bro.
You can't. You know, I don't know.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, and that's why I was like, I needed you lot here because it just pissed me off that goal. Yeah, everyone looking at Verge. Yeah, but Matip really shagged the thing, bro. Like you can only really do them runs, yeah, when you know that we're solid. Don't just do the fucking. Did you, bro? Our back line looked like my hairline before I bicked it, bro. Like all over the place, bro. Like, why are you then marauding with the ball? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, nah, seriously, bro. It like when you've got a tight line, you look at man. Cool. Let me go and do my thing, bro. Look at our fucking line. One pass. They clamped it. Boom. they were at us. Like that, bro. You're way too astute for that. Like, and also, you don't have the fucking recovery pace. So it's not like you can sheg and come back. You're really just delegating. Like, I shagged it. Sorry, guys, what you did? Like, do you know what I mean? And I thought that was so. Like, there was a couple things, and I was just pissed, bro. That's why I was like, I really wasn't impressed with Matip's performance today.
You know what?
And I can't be the only one.
You know, you saying that, maybe I will drop him down to Virgil's level because he did give away the ball a lot.
A lot, bro.
He did, like, even a couple times that he passed, but he just passed it to like Kabal.
Not even that. He went on a few dribbles and got clamped, and then.
But this is what I'm saying. And the dribbles that you're going on, you're not leaving us solidified where man can jump in.
But you see the dribble thing. The reason why I'm going to give him a blow on that, even though I think he would, like, when I think about it now, even the goal and stuff, like, where was he when Trent was getting posterized on and that? Like, it's a bit mad because that's a system thing. We rely on Matip doing that to break lines because our midfield can't do it.
Yeah, you're actually
because we rely on him doing it. Like, think about it. We that's a mad expectation to have on your centre. You've got to dribble through the team for us to create an opening.
You know why you're spot on? The amount of times, like when we're doing like a starting 11 prediction, the amount of times I've wanted Konate in, but I'm like, we're playing against a low block team. Let me put Matip in because I'm relying on him for creativity from the back. That's mad. That is mad in itself.
It's crazy. Or we're relying from goals from Fabinho. We're a mad team, you know. We're a mad team, you know. Like, we're actually mad, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. All right, so I could. So what? Same as Verge? Is that what you were gonna give him 5? Outrageous. I won't have no one. He was nowhere near 5.
I'll give him
nowhere near it.
I'll give him
nowhere near it.
Even though I think if I could, I'll probably give him like a 3.25 because I think he was better than.
Give him a 3.5. Give him a 3.5.
Yeah, I think 3.5. But I think he was slightly better than Verge. Like Verge, like there's a couple of times even Matip defensively, like I saw him just. Bobby Reed was trying to run at him. He just put his body in between.
That's what was sticking.
There was a couple of times on the byline where he actually had to go out and cover Trent because Trent's in no man's land, and he's actually done well. Verge obviously just the twisting up thing, like as we spoke about earlier, man. That Cruyff turn from Mitrovic, man.
Bro, that whole like 15 seconds, he put Hendo was doing strictly come dancing, then he just spun.
Can I ask you, Romz? What's a bigger vial, yeah? Because as a violation, Percy, I wouldn't have it. Like, what's a bigger vial? No, what's a bigger vial, yeah? You're kicking ball, yeah? And you've gone in and a man spins you. And when you look up, yeah, they've covered ground, fam. Like, you can't even get back to him, yeah? And he's one-on-one with the keeper. Like, rotted. Or a man spins you, yeah? And then when you get up, man looks like he's running in treacle. Like he just had enough tech to do you, but he got no pace. Like, you know them ones there? Like
it's the second one, because I don't like getting put on my ass, bro. It has to be the second
that's
one.
What I'm saying. That's why the second one.
I'll rather get the first one and try and lung bust around, try and get back, then already be on my
because it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as bad because you're like, oh, he got paced, or do you know them ones there?
Even if you got dropped from, that's what I'm saying. Because he's got pace, you know, like I can't get him now. You know, like Vinicius. If Vinicius done that, or Mane when he's done that, you know, you're Mane after that. Like, but what happened? This is what happened, yeah. So Henderson got done, and he done the Spinaroonie thing, yeah, where he done a little slut drop thing. You know that when he goes back, yeah. And then Mitrovic only made about
still there.
That.
He was still there.
It gave Henderson time to get up, do the aggressive track back. You know when you do this, you know the chains in your mouth on that, right? Yeah. He done that thing. He got there. Mitrovic, obviously, Henderson's come on his right side, and Mitrovic's done the Cruyff turn on both of them. Verge has done where's Johnny thing? And Henderson got spun again. And he's
still there. You know when you look, you're thinking, he's still there.
Man made like 5 steps. It was like 5 yards. He's like from here to my fucking kick.
He's rocking. That's a vial. Bro. That's a vial, bro. Nah, this guy's a Serbian Undertaker, and he's making you look like that's a violation.
What you two said, it's not even like this guy is quick with the ball. We made him look lightning like,
bro. You know the man that said, you know when you go play football, you got the man that used to be techie, but he's got the beer belly. He's just had a steak pie,
and the copers on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And he says teching, man, but no pet. You're like, oh, come here, you fat prick. And he's just teching, man. Like, oh, I love it, bro. All right. So that's the back line other than Trent. Let's get into Trent.
Two with chest.
Two
with chest. I think in the first, I don't know the stats for the whole game, but for the first half, he lost the ball 18 times. Do you know how mad that is? Cool. We need to keep the same energy because if this is Bruno from the scum, we're getting onto him. 18 times in the first half alone. I don't know how much it rose to because I'm pretty sure he lost the ball in the second half as well.
Was that 30 something you said in our stream? Was that 30?
Yeah, overall I think it was 30 something times, but in the first half it was 18. Listen, I don't care what anyone says because you're going to get Sentiment FC saying, oh, but Mitrovic is bigger than him. Gary Neville was the best at it. He has to put his man off in some way, shape, or form. Even if you take listen, we don't want to see this happen, yeah? Literally, KZ. We don't want to see this happen, but even if you have to take a concussion back of the head or something, push him, nudge him, do something. You know what Harry Kane does when he'll lean into you? It's a bit dangerous, and then do something.
I don't care.
Yeah, the only thing is, I said this as well, yeah? I said this to my brethren, yeah? Is Trent good or bad aerially, defensively?
Poor.
Is he?
Because you know what? You know what with Trent, right? You know
what
with
Trent aerially saying?
Is Trent, you heard me, brother. Is Trent good or bad aerially, defensively?
Bad.
He's bad, bro.
Really? Is he though? I tell you what, I don't fucking know, bro. Because my problem with Trent ain't the aerial duels. It's the lack of fucking awareness, bro. Yeah. So do you understand what I'm saying? I actually don't know if he would have seen Mitrovic, if he could have dealt with, man. All you're talking about, Romz, comes from prior awareness of the problem.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
As an actual defender, right? And I don't know if you two agree. I think Trent actually defending one-on-one has got so much better. Have you clocked his defensive frailties or whenever he's made mistake is when he's running back to goal. It's never when he's one-on-one stood up against a defender.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
In that aspect.
So I reckon if he actually clocks, man, I would put money on it that actually he's better than
what when he has.
My problem is you don't even know that man's gonna piggyback on your fucking back to fucking like that's outrageous, bro. The lack of awareness.
Big up Jerry, because Jerry.
Go on.
So Frigo, you said yesterday Trent only knew it was a goal because he saw the reaction of the Fulham fans. He didn't even see it when in the net.
What I got the picture, yeah. Let's say the goal's the camera, yeah.
That's outrageous.
Has it gone in? He didn't even know it went in.
Yeah,
bro. Man just dunked him and he done this.
Do you know that man? I guarantee you, man woke up with a sore back. And I said this because when you don't know something, the piggyback must have felt like bricks, bruv, because he didn't even know man was there. You know, Mitrovic must have felt like a dead weight.
What I don't get, you know, it wasn't even like you know this man that don't have they're not defensively like astute like that. Like, you know, some of the Barca man will be like that, the defenders.
Yeah.
But you see, Danny Alves would have done this. He would have went and try to get a foul or whatever.
Yeah.
Man didn't even do anything. He didn't even exaggerate the touch. But
again, Danny Alves, regardless of that, in order to thingy, even if it was late, man, you swear you're here. Trent didn't know until man's hands were on his what's going on? Like,
when I was doing the fellatio thing, you know that?
Yeah, bro. Then he was like, hold on. Bro, have you ever got banged in the face and not known about it, bro? Like, if you get banged in the face and you don't know it's coming, it's gonna floor you, bro. You can see it. You're like, I can brace myself, bro. He had no idea, bro. He's gonna wake up and be like, what happened to my back?
Let me tell you a funny story. This is why I respect anyone that jumps in the ring. I've sparred once and I've never sparred again. I'll never forget. I was sparring, bro. I got the unexpected left hook. I didn't even clock. I was on the canvas. I said, never again.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, nah, he's on a joke thing. But yeah, 2. I'm with that. Guys, still got 27 up in here. Please hit that like button. A love for the super chat still, man. Definitely. Big up Ash. Big up Caesar, my guys. All right, cool. Fabinho, 4.
Yeah, we all gonna say 4. You know, as a collective and as individuals, them 3, the poorest game I've seen from all of them.
Yeah, no, every single one. I think Fab was the best of the bunch. I think he struggled to get in the game because I think they marked him out really well. Like the only time he was really getting on the ball wasn't in the half spaces where it's like he's in behind Pereira, where Pereira is now, where it's giving the space for the centre-backs to push up. He's having to go left back and right back when Trent push up to get on the ball, and he's playing like a third centre-back, so it was difficult for him. Didn't have a great game. I give him 4.
Thiago, 5.
I like how we're not spending much time on this. It's so
No,
cute.
Thiago, no.
4. I'll mark it down to a 4.
I'm giving him a 3, bro.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I was trying. You know, I love Thiago in it. That's why I was trying. I was
yeah,
trying to think. I thought if I early, I could try it.
Yeah.
3, man.
Yeah,
3.
no, I can't. I don't have nothing to try and I can't. We need to have
I've never seen a man just gift the ball, and this is what we love him for. This is what he doesn't do. So when he's doing this, we're going mad. But I saw him give away the ball at least 3-4 times within that.
Was outrageous.
It was mad.
It was outrageous.
And remember, there was a ball that pissed me off. Right, I think he knew in his head it wasn't even on, but he thought, "Fuck it." Salah's quite quick; he might catch it. You remember when he had the ball and he's literally just pinged it for a goal kick. But Salah started his run, but Salah's lightning, but he's not that quick. Thiago knew in his head Salah's not reaching this before. You know what? We're actually under the cosh a bit.
I need to just spray it. I need to spray it, and just see.
Yeah, remember that, and he just went up for a goal kick and it's that. You knew he couldn't get to that.
Man said we need them 5'9", 10 nimble midfielders, man. Fabinho, mad, lanky and slow, moving like Big Show when Kurt Angle tranquilized him. Nah, it's true, bro. It's true. We don't have
that low centre of
that low centre of, I know. It's
true.
That Bernardo Silva, man.
Now we say that, but that was Thiago, and Thiago couldn't even. There was only one time where you're talking about where Reed was just coming into him, not allowing him to breathe, and then that one time he spanned him, he sprayed that ball over to Salah, just got overhit. After that, he didn't really do anything. He didn't really tackle, didn't really make any passes. He was just getting on the ball next to Verge and just popping it and giving it to Diaz and getting it back, and he didn't do anything. For me, that's a 3. But and he got injured as well.
You said 3. You said 4. I'm gonna go 3.5 still. He got injured, and we got there's a conversation to be had with Thiago, but again, like I said, it's more of a conversation to be had with whoever we've got who can pick up that mantle. Do you know what I mean? Thiago, when he's good, is too good for us to even. I'm not gonna waste time talking about it, but at the same time, our over reliance on Thiago is a sheg, bro. It's a sheg. But then
I was gonna just jump in quickly, yeah. Because he's my rival fan, but he did make a good point yesterday when I was speaking to him. Said, Romz, be honest. Do you not have the right to moan? You knew what you were getting with Thiago. Like, you knew he
said that.
Saint said that. That's why I didn't.
Ben said that. Ben said that, bro.
When I said about the final, when I hopped on the thing with the final with Saint, because when I hopped on the because sorry, Romz, but when I hopped on the final with Saint after the Champions League, I was getting mad as well, and he said, "Bro, we knew what we were getting with Thiago. It's the fact we haven't got a midfielder, and
we've got no contingency." We've got no contingency, and we play him every game. If he hadn't have got Brock, he probably would have played 90 minutes. Like, it's just no contingency, bro. We've got no other way of playing, and that's and you, Jerry and Ish, both man were like, yeah, no, you're right. It is true, bro. It's true. Like, I'm sorry. Hendo,
1.5. This is probably going to be the lowest, right? Bro, let me just... Cool, man might think Romz are doing too much. Then I ask you this. What did he do? You know, the only thing I'm going to give him credit for, it didn't amount to anything, but that shot, that he's done it before. He scored a similar goal like that at the bridge, where it licked off the crossbar. Other than that... Romz, how much money would you... How much money would you put on that was actually a shot?
I'd say it's a cross, you know.
No, you know what?
I'm not saying it's a cross.
You know the only reason
I'm not saying it's a cross.
What do you think it was? What do you think it was saying?
I'm not saying it's a cross.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not saying it's a cross. I'm not 100% sure it was a shot. That's all I'm saying. I'm not 100% sure it's a shot. I'm not saying it was a cross. I'm just saying, like, I'm not sitting here like.
The only reason why I'm giving it to him, I'm going to give it from past his past goals, is that I've seen that same goal. So I genuinely think he was going for goal. Like, honestly, I could be wrong. That's the only credit I'm giving him over that whole 90 minutes.
Man said crossbar challenge. Yes.
Crossbar challenge. But I can't lie. It's 1.5, and you'll get some top red saying, you're being harsh. I would love you to tell me what you do. Honestly, I just
I'm giving him a 2. Do you know why? It's not his fucking fault, bro. It's Klopp's fault, bro.
No, but hold on. What did Thiago do, though? What did Fab do?
Yeah, that's true.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that because
right.
didn't do anything. But what did Thiago do? But
I'm not giving. You know what? Can I stop you? Yeah? You said 1.5. Yeah. I'm gonna give Jordan a 4. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a 4 because as an 8, it ain't his fucking problem, rude boy. Like, that's not his problem. What has he showed you that you thought he could bring to this game? That ain't his fault. And then when he was moved to the position that all of us fucking say that he's supposed to do, the game looked a lot better. And he was actually one of the better people in that position. So I'm gonna give him a 4. Yeah. I'm not gonna criticize him for something that's not his fucking. Do you know? If you put him as a 9 and he shags at a 9, is it his fault really though?
You're not expecting anything. Yeah. That's why it hurt us more because for Vino and Thiago we have higher expectations.
Yeah,
I think I just marked them higher because they're both Brazilian.
Listen, with Thiago, I didn't see one slide rule pass from him. You know, one in between the line pass. Everything was just long balls over here, spraying to Salah. That was it. If Thiago's getting a 3 in that, I got to give Hendo a 3 or 4 as well. I'm not really too fast.
The only reason I'd give him the 4 is because he fixed up and he was in that 6. If he left in the thing, I'll probably give him a 3. Do you know what I mean? But in the 6, he did better than Fabinho, to be fair.
And you know what? To be fair, that right hand side of Elliot, Salah, and Hendo, I think it kind of got us the draw. Obviously Nunes as well, but them 3 are very. I'm doing them a disservice because on that right, the last 20 minutes, them 3 were actually working together well. There was quite a lot of interchange.
Before we get onto the front line, big up everyone that's still in here. Please. Let me check what the likes are. There's like 30 man in here. So we should at least get a young 40 likes. Like, come on, people. What are the likes saying? 44 likes. Love people. The ratio has actually been good today, so love people. Ash, come on, big up yourself each and every time. With a massive super chat. Thank you, my bro. I honestly think teams are not setting up to really hurry our midfield. What Fulham did yesterday was 100% deliberate. No legs in. Hendo, Fab, Thiago, Keita to front up and beat a man. It's too predictable. Yeah, you're right, actually. I think you're right. And I'm scared that the blueprint that Fulham showed yesterday is what we're going to get from people. Just actually, let's just bombard the midfield. Let's win the second ball, and then it's on us. Do you know them ones there? Let's stick it to them. No, you're right, Ash. That's a big love for that. All right, cool. Yeah, come on. Hey, don't.
See, Jerry, got cut now. I don't have a clue what that is.
Hey, trust me. Why change your love? Hey, brother. Yeah, you're actually making piss off, man. Nah. Listen, quickly before we go, before we bounce, let's just do the front 3 and then Jerry can bounce real quick. Before we spend 5 minutes on the FPL. So let's do Diaz. Jerry, I'm gonna let you go first.
4.
Yeah, I'd say that.
No, I think we're being a bit disingenuous. That I got onto him yesterday because if a man's on a yellow, you have to do a bit more. Try and get him sent off. But I think he was just average because even that shot, he didn't score. He didn't score, but it was decent from the angle he was at. And even come on, we've been cussing because of his finish. The offside weren't his fault. That was a finish, and the goalkeeper still thought it was in play. So it's not like the goal. You know the goalkeepers once they know it's offside. Yeah.
He actually tried.
And that was a finish. So I know it didn't amount to anything, but I think 4's a bit hard. He was average.
I agree.
You know what? You're right. Maybe a 5. Maybe a 5. If Ali got a 6, maybe
even a bit high.
Maybe 6. Maybe 5.5 or 6 because he didn't. When you think about it, in that until he came off, he was probably our biggest threat because Salah was until Nunes came on. Really,
I'd say 5.5. I'd agree. And he had more of a threat than I've seen him in previous. I'll give him that. Salah was non-existent in the first half, and then kind of came into it, scored, assisted. It's gonna be It's gonna be techie still. I say 6.5 personally.
Yeah. Literally, I was gonna say
that's annoying, brother, because he always does this. He has a shit game, but then gets a goal and an assist, and it's like I've got to reevaluate my rating.
No, but Jerry, with ratings, you have like they're two.
Without that goal and the assist, exactly. Without that goal and the assist of his peak, bro. But he was so dead in the first half, bro.
Without that, I'm giving him a 4.5, but I've given him literally a point each for the goal and assist, so 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5, 7. Yeah, something like that. You're right.
Bobby.
Worst player on the pitch too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
When you was giving them things to Hendo, I was thinking of Bobby. I said, nah, bro. Like Bobby was the worst player on the fucking pitch, bro. 2. We ain't even. Yeah, we've dealt with Bobby though. And then Nunes.
Can I just say something? We love Nunes, but you do know the assist was supposed to be his first touch in it. Like, let's be honest. It was supposed to be his first touch.
Bro, he got the assist. He got the assist.
Yeah. And if you watch the watch along as well, yeah, shout out Ish. Ish was going mad at the first miss, and I said, no, Ish, if you look at how he took that, he's confident. Just feed him more and he's going to score. Like, he's calm. And he literally, as I was finishing the sentence, he done the same thing. I said,
speaking of FPL, both Salah and Nunes are both in my team. They're the ones who got me the point.
We got to let this guy go. So let's what we say. What we say to Nunes?
I'm giving Nunes 7.5. Considering the time he was on and he changed the game, gave us different outlets, 7.5, man. Maybe even Nassar. Big up Aaron. You could... Actually, no, you weren't on it long enough. I was going to say 8. On it long. 7. No, I'd say 7.5 is quite good. What about yourself, Jerry?
I say 7.5, man. I say 7.5. I think that's right. I think we've got Elliot to do as well on it because Elliot and Cavallo.
Elliot and Cavallo. I was going to say, very very quickly. Give me for both then, Elliot and Cavallo.
Cavallo, bro. He didn't really do anything, man. On the wing, he's actually trash, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He ain't got pace, and he's not strong enough, bro. Compared to what we had in Mane, he's not. I gave him maybe like a 4. Like,
how long did he have?
5, then a 5 in it.
I was gonna say I don't think he had a bad game. I just don't think he had enough to really show.
Yeah,
remember he done more than Bobby, bro.
Yeah,
he didn't really do much. Yeah, but you remember the volley shot that came in, and even then, you were like,
you know what? 30. You know, if he took a bit more of that, I think that goes top. Big,
yeah, bro. Even then, used that more than Bobby did. So, like, that's
and even him and Milner, they were just giving them problems. That
we
got to ask Milner as well, innit? Milner, we haven't done this one as well.
Shit, bro. I want to let you go and need your watch.
No, it's cool, it's not in a rush, team. Obviously, it's all. I've got to pick it up in it, so it's calm.
All right, so we'll give him 5 because I think he was. I actually maybe give him 5.5. I think Fabinho was okay. Not Fabinho. Cavallo. Elliot did all right for the goal.
I don't think people realize how. But I might be doing it too much.
Ash agrees with you, bro. Ash saying Elliot 7, link up play, tight spaces, frees up Salah and even Trent.
He was just a live wire, like he was just giving us something. And you know what I love about Elliot? Yeah, yes, he's still young and that, but I love forward-thinking plays. The minute he gets the ball, he doesn't look sideways or backwards. He just wants to create something. I think 7, yeah. Considering the time he come on, he came on quite early into the second half, innit?
Yeah. Came on probably, I think, second after Milner. I would probably. What are you saying, Jerry?
Do you know what it is? Maybe I'm gonna have to rewatch the game, but I didn't see what Elliot really did. He just looks a bit saucier than Henderson, but I think he does the same type of thing. But I think it was Nunes. As I said, I think it was Nunes coming on that really freed up Salah and the white players because they don't have to come in anymore because they've got a focal point up front. Whereas before, the runs Salah and Diaz were making were out to in, which meant that middle was congested. But he was good. I'd go with the 7, innit? He wasn't as he did essentially come on and then the game changed. So I'll give him that. So 7.
And then last but not least, Milner. I thought Milner was actually I was screwing when he come on. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, how are you bringing on Milner as the first? But he actually was pretty good, you know. Like he actually was pretty decent in the midfield. I'm not gonna lie.
How many times has he done that as well?
Yeah, like I was screwing, bro. I was spitting, bro. But like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't think Milner was
5.5.
I would give him a 6, bro. Not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I'll probably give him a 6.
I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6, man. I'll give him a 6. Yo, listen, that's in the ratings, man. Oh, and Klopp, you don't want to get out of here without doing Klopp.
No, not until it's done, bro. It needs to be a full rating thing, bro.
What we say? Bro,
I'm giving him a 5.
Yeah,
I'm giving him a 3, bro.
same.
Well, my 5 mainly comes from the team select. Like, I think Nunes starts that we win ugly, not a nice win, but we will win ugly. If
The
Nunes
subs were
starts.
decent. The subs were decent.
That's why I marked him up, because I think
The sub shouldn't have. The sub saved his like. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do we? I don't understand.
Like that to start.
Yeah. This is what I don't understand. Like, and then whatever I'm giving him, I'm ultimately giving him a mark less, because you should be doing more in pre-season. Like, we shouldn't be in this fucking position anyways. So like, fuck this. Like, you're right. 5 would probably be calm, because it was a 4. And then his thingies, but he's not getting a 5 out of me. He's getting a fucking 3, bro.
Yeah, I think he's getting a 3. I think when you look at there was no tactical change even in that first half to go and counter what Fulham were doing. We were just doing the same thing. There was no, as you said, cool. I agree. The players should have initiative. Diaz and Salah to be like, oh, Diaz especially, keep running at your fullback, innit? Stay wide, keep the width, and keep running at him. There was no initiative from the player with Diaz. That's why I marked him a bit lower. And then Klopp, there was no instruction from him to be like, bruv, keep running at at the fullback, test him out, see what's going to happen. He kept coming inside and cutting in. So for me, yeah,
it's a 3, man. The crossing, inshallah, 20 minutes, fucking killing me, bro. It was killing me, bro. The crossing, inshallah, was killing me, bro. Like, and as KZ said, yeah, the subs were obvious because of what we do you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have even had to done that, man.
Above that, honesties, Jerry, remember what I was saying to you yesterday? Honesty says, question for you, man, is Fulham our kryptonite? What was I saying to you, Jerry? Our record against them is poor. We've not won now against them in our last 3.
Yeah.
That's 2 draws and a defeat. Like, they're actually our bogey team. There's a conversation to be had now, because I can't remember the last time we beat them.
And it don't matter what manager. And it's been 3 managers. It's been like three different managers. It's been 3 different managers.
Yes, it's outrageous, bro. It's outrageous, bro. You're right, Iceman. He needs to shut up with all of these excuses. It makes him look really bad.
Yeah, that excuse, you know what? That might even give him a 2.5 for that. That's silly.
Yeah, that's silly excuse.
So
I'm not even gonna lie.
There's no way
to hear it. Just going up with your
5. That's when I had 5. I said, wrong 5.
Yeah,
all he's got to say in that situation is that, bruv, we were poor, this, that. Bruv, they play that. I'm not gonna lie.
All you got to do is shut up. And then when you win,
I was going to say as well, man, like, I know we weren't on the pitch and we didn't have a feel for it, but it's first day of the season, they're going to have it watered. Like,
that pitch looked crisp.
Win the game and then be like, yo, it's a mad thing, you know, that pitch was a bit mad after you've won the fucking game, bro. Bro. You don't do this bullshit, bruv. Like, it's long, bruv. It's long. And this is the type of shit where I'm saying the veil's starting to come off Klopp, because this is the type of shit earlier on. Well, when we're drawing at West Ham and he's blaming the snow, every man's like, no, but did you see the snow in the wind? Like, but now we're starting to be like, well, shut up, man, you're doing too much.
Bro, man, hey, listen, that's the pitch, you know. That don't look dry to me, you know.
Bro, that looks crisp,
bro. To me, you know.
That looks crisp, bro. That looks crisp, bro. Every man's ganking when you turn up to your Sunday league and it's looking like that. You're like, yeah, profesh, are you dumb? Hey, mad thing. But listen, it's been longer than I thought. I knew it wasn't going to be contained in that hour. We had too much to say, man. But listen, Jerry, thank you so much for coming on the last minute team. Do you know what I mean? We really appreciate it. Please, everyone, please go and support my guy, Jerry James Show. Like, please go and let him support him and let him know that you come from man as well, just so that he knows that do you know what I mean? It's all love and we're all one big family, man.
Before we head out, man, Saint, big up. And listen, you need to give him the likes just for the top he's going. That's an OG retro. You're making me want to get it now, man. You're making me want to get it.
That's the season I fell in love with Liverpool. That strip, that's what it means.
Do you know the only thing I'm pissed about is I had to get the Repo one, because when you got the Reebok thing, the Reebok thing is serious. I don't feel too bad because this is official from the shop, like from Liverpool. But when you've got the Reebok thing, you know you're an OG, and I had it as well. I lost it. That's why I was like, fuck's sake, I had to go and buy it again. So you know I love this club, man. But no, listen, Jerry, love, thank you so much, my guy. Any shows coming up so you can let these man know so that they can?
Monday, I'm gonna have a tactics board. So, bruv, Saint, feel free to hop on that one as well if you're available, if you're free.
We'll talk.
Literally gonna break down the kind of the tactical side of the game, how Fulham set up, what they did to combat us, and the things we did well as well. Like, I'm not gonna obviously only focus about the negatives. Liverpool did.
They did really well. They
And
did
obviously,
really well.
the fact that we had two kind of patterns of play, one of them resulting in a goal with that Nunes, with that Salah cross into Nunes, like there was a bit of positives in it, but
the goal, the man are trying to talk about the foul on Henderson. What they had to do after that, there were three phases of play, bro. 3 phases of play, bro. It was mad. But now, Jerry, listen, love. Thank you so much, brother. And go and enjoy your food. We'll see you in a piece, man.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out everyone in the chat as well. Make sure to keep smashing the like and big up to OG Saint, man. Romz,
love.
All
right, before we get out of here, let's do this FPL real quick. I've put the link in the chat. I'll put it back in the chat now. Still, Pablo, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if that's bad vibes before the season's ended, bro. I'm just gonna have to maybe hold it. And like I said, if we don't, because I don't want to be doing up mad things on Klopp and then maybe he pulls out. Do you know what I mean? I don't even want to bring them vibes. Like, I don't even want, bro. I just want to be wrong, and then we win the fucking league, and then I don't have to do no show on Klopp. And then, do you get me? So, not as of now, innit? Not as of now, but no, love. So yeah, FPL. How did you do, brother? You done all right, innit?
Yeah, with me, FPL, I aim to get 50 minimum per week. If you can get 50 per week, you're in good stead. But I got 50.
I'm gonna play it back here still.
Say again?
Yeah, go on. No, I'm just gonna put the code in again. Go ahead, bro.
I got 55 points this week. Actually, I can't even say that. That's for now because I've got one player still yet to play, Cancelo. Like, obviously, I hope City draw or lose, but I hope he gets the odd assist, and I need them points. But I've done all right. They're not amazing, but I've done all right this week, man. The average is 40. This as it stands.
Average is 31.
Oh, I've just updated it. It says 40 on my thing. Look.
Okay, mine's saying 31.
Bro, you've done 30 though. Big up, Saint. But yeah, I've just refreshed it. If you refresh it, it will come up. But the average is 40. So
yeah, you're right. 40, yeah, 40 and 109. Man doing triple captain and that on the first week.
Exactly, crazy.
So relax.
Saint double game weeks. That's when
you know this. You know this.
I've done all right. I'm just waiting. Cancelo is my last player. If he can, get an assist or hope City lose, obviously, but assist or something, just take me over that 60 point. If I can get 60 for the first week, I'm content. But with me, I done all right, bro. I done 58, and I had Kovacic in my midfield and he didn't even play. So you know them ones there. So who do you have on your bench? Because they'll come on and
Lavia played. He got 2 points.
So who's your number one on your bench? Because they're the ones that will come on and take his place. Does your number one have?
Oh, my number one's Fofana. No, I got Fofana, Nico Williams, and Lavia. So Lavia will come on because he's the only midfielder, isn't it?
No, so what happens, this is why on your bench, you have to order who you want to come on. So the first player comes on.
Oh, and all of my teams played. So yeah, Lavia ain't gonna get points for him.
You'll end on 6. Lavia got 2 in it. Because I got Lavia on my bench, but he's the second man. Like,
he's the third man.
I'll
end up at least 60. Yeah, he's the third man, bro. He's the third man. I got Nico Williams, and
that's your first?
No, I got Fofana as my first. I got Foster. Why is Foster even there? Like,
when it's a keeper, you're calm because they the reserve.
They're thinking now Fofana. I got Fofana as my first.
You're calm because if he, he's good at headers and that. Like, if he, they keep a clean sheet. They got Brent. I can see both teams scoring there, but
and it's true. Marquez saying Leicester play today as well. Anyway, so that's calm.
Yeah, so you'll go above. With 58 now, yeah. You've done a good first week still. You'll go above 60.
And I still got Cancelo in it. You get me? So I still got Cancelo to go as well.
So. Yeah.
I'm doing. I could hopefully touch 70. That would be quite nice. So, yeah. Let's get involved, man. I want to see where I am in the league. To be fair, I think I'm like maybe second or third or something. No, I'm third still. I'm third. So big up Destroyer. Big up LSC for days. Usman Amin is doing bits still.
Man said Assad's third, the little pagan. No,
Assad, Assad, believe me still. Hey, Assadinho, yeah, pick up yourself, innit? I'm only coming for you. I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm only coming for you.
I'm lurking. Is that Klopp and Pep? Like, Pep looking at you, have to look over your shoulder, man. I'm right behind you two.
I'm the one that's got the bald head as well. Imagine, man, Romz is doing on the back of my head and that. Big up Ricky, love for that,
Big
man.
up
Big up
Ricky,
yourself, man. Hey, this has been a 6th stream, man. It's that's what I mean, man. Love you lot, man, because when we can still have fun over just chatting about the nonsense, it's crazy, man. But yeah, now big up I shouted out the FPL. Big up everyone that's joined. I put the link in, so make sure you go and join. The link's in now. Do you know what I mean? And we'll thing it. Romz, before we head out, you got anything to say to the peoples them?
First of all, again, listen, it was mad for me today. Apologies for me being late, but love for everyone else in here that's going to watch this on a replay. Smash them likes. Likes are the most important thing. Algorithms will just push it out, help the channel grow. Smash them likes. But I appreciate everyone, like I said, going to watch this on the playback that's been here from the start. Maybe even if you've just come in here, yeah, man, appreciate it. And enjoy your Sunday, man.
Yeah, man. I was just about to say that. Go and enjoy your Sunday. Like, get off Twitter. We've held the session. If you're gonna watch this back on the playback, watch it back, vent, and then let's just go and enjoy the day. Like, you know, them ones there. Like, bun all of this nonsense. Like, don't allow Liverpool to jar you any longer than they have to. Innit? Come on, big up Pablo. I can imagine, bro, Fulham mocking Klopp on Twitter. I would be doing that as well if he's trying to do up dry pitch. It's all nonsense, bro. You know, like that. But now, listen, love to Jerry James as well. Please go and support my man. It's been a great show. Love to everyone inside. We'll catch you for the Crystal Palace preview. Still, all right, we're out. Boom.